Hey up, I'm the Yorkshire Time Lord, and this is Dogs with the Dogs, Specimen E6. Okay, so who remembers Class? Now I don't feel like Class gets a lot of love. I don't know why, because it's a really good Doctor Who spin-off, but it doesn't seem to get the same amount of love and attention and devotion as the Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood. It's so unfair because Class is so well written. Patrick Ness did a great job at showing it. It was just a really good series. It was aimed more at young adults. It was like a sort of mid-ground between Torchwood and the Sarah Jane Adventures, and it had some great leads. And Catherine Kelly as Miss Creel, she was amazing, and Faye Elzad as Ram. So this week, I thought I would delve into the world of Class. And some of you might not know this, but Class has actually had a few audio dramas from Big Finish. Class the Audio Adventures. These take place during the events of Series 1. They're sort of like mid-calls in between the series. And they're really good, as you expect from Big Finish, very well written and very well produced. And they mostly feature the cast from the TV show. I mean, the first two box sets feature all the original cast, but the recent ones, which I haven't listened to yet, the third and the fourth, they feature two new actors. For example, Miss Krill is now played by Dervla Curran in the third and fourth set. And Tanya was originally Vivian O'Para who played her. She did a really good job in the TV series in the first two audio volumes. And now is played by Joanna McGibbon. Now, I have heard a trailer for the new ones, and they actually sound quite a bit like the original actors, which is a good sign. But I haven't actually listened to the audios themselves. I'm sure they are great, because Big Finish always do a fantastic job. And anyway, the character I'm talking about this week was in the Class audio story Life Experience. And that was written by Jenny Cogan, who is a really, really good Doctor Who writer. She wrote Into the Blood as well, which was a book that starred the 10th Doctor and Donna Noble. I highly recommend that. Basically, this was a story that featured Ram and Tanya. And basically it saw Ram and Tanya signed up for work experience at Severin Laboratories, which was run by Marta Vanderbeer. She was a CEO there. And she has kept all these weird sort of creatures as specimens. She was testing them because she wanted to use them to get some new drugs. One of them, which we'll talk about today, Specimen E6, it had fluorescence and it had chameleon properties. It was transparent, so it could literally be anywhere. It could camouflage into things, it could be anywhere at all. But as well as being transparent, it could be seen in the dark. And when it was seen in the dark, it was known to show off these very pretty colours. So it wasn't all bad. There was times when they could actually see the creature. But it caused a hell of a lot of death. A lab assistant there called Aubrey Khan, she saw the amount of death and destruction it could cause when it got loose from the lab and it started killing people in the lab. And it could actually take several shots by a gun. I mean, it was shot several times and it still survived. And it went through a ventilation system in the laboratories. So it was quite a tough creature. And it's quite scary when you think about it. You know, a creature that could blend into anywhere, so long as it's not dark, it can't be seen. So it can blend anywhere. It could be anywhere at any time. You don't know where it is. That's quite a scary thing. Yeah, it's quite a terrifying concept, a creature that can do that. I think it's a great idea for audio, because it works really well for audio, because obviously you can't see anything on audio. To play with that, it's a very strong idea by Big Finish. And it's quite unsettling as well. You're always worried for the characters. You're wondering who's going to go next. Who could be killed? You can't see the creature. Where is the creature? It works really well. It's quite effective. I thought what was quite good is that it uses that base and sieging as well, which was used in the Patrick Troughton era, particularly of Doctor Who. It always works well for Doctor Who, the base and siege. Creatures that take over a base and the characters are confined in that base. That works really well. And I like how it plays on themes of life from Jurassic Park and the unethical kind of dilemma. I mean, it's not exactly right keeping something elaborate like that, keeping on its experiments on it, you know what I mean, to find new drugs. It's not right that, the Doctor wouldn't approve of it, and we saw that with Timeless Children and what Techa Yun did with the Doctor when she was a timeless child. You know, it's ethically wrong. It's not very nice, and that's Marta Vanderbeer, not a very nice person doing that. The fact that Marta didn't even give it a name either, just Specimen E6. I mean, all these lab creatures just given names like Specimen E5, E4. I mean, that's quite cold, that. basically just a product, something to be experimented on for that woman. I mean, it's quite cold and callous and calculating. I mean, that's awful. That's like having a dog and not giving it a name. So Jasper would be dog 2, because I had a collie first called Buddy, who I sadly lost, which was a shame. And then Succeed be dog 1. And then Rosie would be dog 3. That would be awful. That would be such a nasty thing to do, to not even give something an identity. I mean, you think what's going on at the moment in America, these protests, Black Lives Matter, these black people who don't feel like they matter, who don't feel like they have an identity. I mean, it's the same kind of thing as that. They just feel like they're getting treated differently because of their skin colours, treating a living being differently because they are different. How could anybody do that? Every living thing should be treated exactly the same. We are all creatures of life on this planet. Nobody is more special than anyone else. And on that topic, Tanya was a great character because she was intelligent and she was kind and she was warm and she was a great addition to the black community of Doctor Who, the fictional black community of Doctor Who. She was a really good character, really strong character. And if you're going to watch Class for anything, watch it for that. If you're going to listen to Class or anything, listen to it for that. For Vivian Oprah and for Joanna McGibbon. Great additions to the Doctor Who cast and the Doctor Who universe. Yeah, I thought that was a really good creature from Big Finish, a really scary concept, really terrifying, and the audio had me gripped. I was constantly worried for the characters, wondering who was going to cop it, and it actually has you worried for Ram and Tanya, even though you know that they're going to survive anyway because they have to, because you can't kill them off in these audios. You know they survive the events because they appear in later episodes of the TV series, Series 1. But yeah, great creature, very scary. Great idea, these specimens being experimented on. Transparent, scary creature. Let me know what you thought of Specimen E6 in the comments section below.